The Premier of Prince Edward Island is apologizing after an incident of sexual touching that took place in an island primary school. On Tuesday, Matthew Craswell pleaded guilty to putting his hand up a young girl's shirt in a classroom while he was a substitute teacher. And now a call for answers on how that happened.
Islanders, especially parents, are alarmed. Can the minister clearly outline the process that follows when a report of abuse is made in our schools, from the initial allegations to laying of formal charges? What exactly happens?
We have many safeguards in place to try to prevent things like this from happening, and in this case, tragically, those safeguards failed.
Craswell was in a class at Glen Stewart Primary School when the incident occurred. In this case, the parent went to the principal, but it was not reported to police at the time.
I want to say that how profoundly sorry we are that this occurred. It should not occur.
The Premier committed to reviewing the public schools branch procedures in these situations and how substitute teachers are hired and assigned. That's after it came out that Craswell was allowed to continue teaching after the concern was raised, but not at elementary schools.
This is the most serious thing that I'm dealing with, and we'll continue to deal with this until we get answers.
It also came out in court that South Korea had asked the government of Canada to extradite Craswell to face voyeurism allegations there. The RCMP told CBC News that if the allegations were not passed on to local Canadian authorities, or a person was never charged, convicted, or pardoned in Canada, then there's no reason it would come up on a vulnerable sector check. Craswell also bragged about his sexually abusive behavior online and counseled others on how to do the same. In those conversations, Craswell wrote about sexually touching 3 other girls while teaching them. That happened in a different island school. The investigation did not move forward because the parents declined to allow their children to be interviewed by police. Craswell also worked at Camp Saggy, who told CBC it would not comment. The Minister of Education says it's still too early to know what form an investigation or review could take. The Liberals also asked if the Child and Youth Advocate's Office has been contacted about doing a review. That office says no one has contacted them about conducting an investigation, and the matter has just come to their attention. Nicola MacLeod, CBC News, Charlottetown.
So Nicola had reached out to the P.E.I. Public Schools branch for comment. That just came in now, so I'm going to read that to you. The information presented in court on April 29, 2025 regarding former substitute teacher Mr. Craswell is deeply disturbing. Schools should be places where students feel safe, and that's what staff work toward every day. We are committed to identifying areas that further strengthen our processes to ensure the safety and well-being of all students. The Public Schools branch will be providing more information in the coming days. So that is the latest statement from the Public Schools branch. We also received a statement from the P.E.I. Teachers Federation. It says it is also deeply disturbed by the case. Here is part of what they said. We extend our heartfelt support to the victims and their families. This situation is profoundly upsetting to our members as it contradicts the core values and ethical standards upheld by the teaching profession. CBC will continue to bring you more details as we get them.